KBND, depend on us.
11:10 KBND Radio News time is 12:03 on this Friday afternoon. Good afternoon to you and yours. I'm Dave Adams. Let's go now to the news center and check in with Kelly Blyer.
Good afternoon. Our top story, the cause of the massive power outage affecting about 3,000 Central Electric co-op customers Tuesday is going to be examined thoroughly, says CEC spokesman Alan Guggenheim.
Well, this is a piece of cast metal that should not break under 20 degree below zero temperatures, and there was nowhere near 50,000 pounds of tension on that piece of equipment. In fact, it was about 1/10 of that amount. So we'll be doing a thorough investigation, an engineering study of why that piece of equipment failed and trace it back to that may have been the cause. We don't really know yet.
The outage from the north part of Bend to Black Butte was compounded by extreme cold weather affecting their trucks. Guggenheim says 90% of the customers had power restored within 20 hours of the outage. He adds that they will hold a debriefing meeting with all the departments to see how they can improve their emergency response, and says the cooperation with police, fire, and sheriff helped make the situation safe and flow fairly well. Many people are dealing with broken pipes this week, and now many residents in the Black Butte area who went without power for nearly 2 days are dealing with frozen pipes. The Central Electric customers are paying the price for lack of heat earlier this week.
Well, essentially, what water does when it freezes, it expands, and unfortunately, when it expands, there's no place else for it to go, so it causes the pipes to crack and break. And when that ice begins to thaw, then the water, it goes right out those holes that were cracked.
Mike Davis with TMT Remodeling is starting to get a lot of calls from the Black Butte area. More weather is coming to Central Oregon. This time it will be snow and maybe some sleet.
This next storm system moving in, pretty powerful one. A lot of the energy is going to be going a little bit south of us, but we still are going to be close enough to at least get nicked by this incoming storm. In fact, enough confidence that a winter weather advisory has been issued from really 5 p.m. this afternoon, so beginning in a few hours till 4 a.m. Sunday.
Weather Channel forecaster Mike Thibodeau says that we can expect 2 inches in the lower elevations and maybe up to 5 inches or more in the higher elevations. Thibodeau is not expecting a major crippling storm, but it will create some slick spots on the road. The good news for skiers is that Mount Bachelor is looking at more snow as well. The Bend Tea Party Patriots are hosting a 1930s-style soup line today at Troy Park. 1110 KBND's Steve Coffey is there live with this report. Steve?
Pretty tasty soups, as a matter of fact. And as you mentioned at the beginning, this is memories of the soup lines of the Depression era in the 1930s. And the Bend Tea Party Patriots are trying to drive home their point that increasing taxes and increasing debts are going to be very detrimental to the future of this country. Did talk with one gentleman who was here. He's just a young man in his 20s. His name's Nick. He likes the message the Tea Partiers are conveying that government is too big and devouring the liberties of the people. Oh, by the way, they are accepting donations of coats and gloves for the men at the Shepherd House also. So invite people to come on down, enjoy a free bowl of soup. Compliments of the Bend Tea Party Patriots at Troy Park in Bend. It's going on until 2 today. Steve Coffey, 1110 KBND Radio News.
Thanks, Steve. Each of the 5 Bend Lapine high schools is receiving $1,250 in scholarship money. This is the result of a new partnership between Newland Communities and State Senator Chris Telfer to help students with special needs in scholarship awards. Senator Telfer says it's simply what Central Oregonians are known for.
Our communities here in Central Oregon are huge philanthropic communities. I mean, they really do care about their neighbors, and this is a way to help the high schools out, particularly in these economic times where everybody needs a little bit more money. But I was talking to some businesses, and Newland Communities said, "Hey, let's do this."
Senator Telfer says this partnership with Newland Communities is the first of many more that will help out area high school students meet financial needs. The Oregon program to give nearly all children in the state access to health insurance has reached 25% of its goal. 20,000 children are signed up for health insurance. Jillian Shoney in the governor's office says early next year the program will be available to another 60,000 children. The amount families pay depends on their income. For news 24 hours a day, click on yournews.com. I'm Kelly Blyer, 1110 KBND Radio News. Depend on us.
Thank you, Kelly. 1110 KBND Radio News Time, 12:08. Leading edge aviation Skyview traffic update. Ski conditions because of the temperature still below freezing. Watch out for slick road conditions. Spots of packed snow, ice, black ice. We're expecting some sleet, some snow, maybe some rain in some areas. So driving conditions could be a little dicey this weekend. Please be careful. And checking out that weather forecast, a few snow showers developing this afternoon. As you heard Mark talking about, highs near 30 degrees today. Tonight, cloudy snow showers. Snowfall around an inch here in the Bend area. Could be up to 5 to 6 inches. Mount Bachelor, low tonight, 23. Chance of snow showers continuing through Monday, and then a mixed rain and snow on Tuesday. Mixed rain and snow depending on your elevation level this weekend here in Central Oregon. Be careful as you're out and about. Depend on us, 1110 KBND Radio News. Well, Kelly, it looks like weather once again is going to be the headline story for the weekend. Last weekend it was frigid temperatures, and this weekend we're going to have some precipitation. We've had some really unusual weather. One, we got hit with in spots up to a foot of snow last weekend, and now this weekend, actually I'd prefer snow to a rain, ice mix. That's really kind of tricky weather to travel in. Would you prefer snow as compared to 14 below zero? Wow, that is a tough one. That's a toss-up. But I'm originally from the Midwest, so I'm familiar with that kind of weather. We would get that routinely 2 weeks at a stand every winter, etc. So you just get used to dealing with it. But that's unusual for here to get that cold for that long. I was talking to somebody today who does remodeling and, of course, is real busy with all the pipes breaking. He said that it's been 30 years since it's gotten that cold this long in Central Oregon. So this is really unfamiliar territory for a lot of people. There you go. Depend on us. We'll keep you informed. 1110 KBND Radio News.